Hi everyone, it's Rose from the Painted Toad, and happy Wednesday to you. I am going to be painting. I've just got a real simple project today since I've had so many crazy disasters with some of my other projects, but they turned out all right. But I found this really cute sign. Let me get it right, Joy, so joy with a star in the middle. And I thought it'd be just fun to paint this and come up with some cute designs for it. So if you're watching me, say hi, let me know you're watching. And actually, let's see here. Oh, I think that'll work all right if I back this up just a tad. There we go. We'll do one at a time. So if you're joining me, say hi. Let me know you're watching. And I hope you're having a good day. Hey, Teresa. Hi, Cindy. Good morning. So I was thinking of doing this in just kind of some fun traditional colors. Um, so I'm going to start first with white. Hi, Susan. Good morning. And for those watching, I'm Rose from the Painted Toad. I know I mentioned that at the beginning. Hi, Tabitha. Sometimes we get new people, though, and I want to let you know who I am. I'm from Michigan. And so this little sign, I'm trying to remember where I got it from. I'm pretty sure it's from Hobby Lobby. And right now, like the last time I went in Hobby Lobby, most of their Christmas stuff is completely cleared out. So you may not be able to find this one unless you can order it online. Maybe they have it in stock somewhere, but I know my store was almost completely cleared out. But you could probably find this kind of thing anywhere. Hey, Karen. Oh, from South Texas. Welcome, welcome. So, I was thinking, and you can help me with the design, because I'm not totally set on my design today on exactly what I want to do. Um, I was thinking I could do something cute like a plaid, but I don't know, the last time I tried buffalo plaid, it went crazy on me. Plus, I feel like this is a smaller one and it would need to be smaller with the letters. That would look super cute on the star if I did it. I don't know. What do you think? Should I attempt it again? I have my tape and everything. I just thought it would look super cute um, to do something a little bit different. I did a gold star earlier, but for right now, I'm just going to paint it all white. Kind of just a base coat here because sometimes um, this material will just soak in the paint and then it doesn't give you quite a bold color yet. So, okay. So, I am going to, I think it would look super cute if we did the buffalo plaid on the star. And so I've painted the buffalo plaid before. The first time I did it, it didn't work out. Oh, Joy Rose. Penny, that's so pretty. Joy Rose, I love that. Thank you. Thank you. You have an Abigail Elizabeth. Yes. All our girl. We were like trying to figure out, when my daughter Violet came along, it's like, we had the three, and then it was like, okay, so what other flower do we have? Joyce from South Louisiana, welcome. Thanks for watching. I think I'm gonna do. I've been really loving this cardinal red because it's not super bright. It's kind of more dark and rustic. Cindy from Idaho, thanks for watching today. We got people from all over today. Woohoo! So I'm going to use this first and just paint the star red in the middle. And I might need two coats here. We'll have to see. Sometimes these craft paints are a little thin. All right, I'm going to do gold on this one. I'm kind of just doing one coat here, and then we're going to come back and do some details. Let me make sure you guys can all see that. Not sure how these, okay. So let me scooch these in here just a little bit so you can see, and that's a little better. You don't really need to see my palette. It's just a dirty paint palette. You can see I need to clean it. Sometimes I clean it between, sometimes I like to wait till everything dries and then I peel it off. It's very satisfying. And I don't, then I don't have to like pour the paint down my sink 'cause that's not always the greatest for your pipes because it's acrylic, so it gets plasticky, it can clog up your pipes. I'm going to do this one in gold. Okay, so let's go back to the red. I still got a little bit on my palette here. And get a little bit more. So I think this will be really cute. You could use this as a shelf sitter, or you could make something like a cute little tray and like glue it in there and add evergreen or all sorts of things. I'm not doing the edges right now, but I probably will just to save time. I just wanted to show you the design I was going to do, so I didn't want to spend too much time on the edges and all that. So I'll do that later. So keep in mind, edges could be done. You can even paint the back side if you wanted to, depending on where you're going to display this. If they can, if people can see the back side, then obviously you'd want to paint the back side. But sometimes it's fun, like with this star, I did this, oh, thanks, Karen. I did a star earlier, oh, was it a week or two ago? Where it was my star decor for the 4th of July, and the one side is the red, white, and blue, but then I did the other side in gold and silver. That's one I did with, oops, I want to get red on that, bubble wrap. And so, it's a dual purpose decor, dual purpose decor. Maybe I should coin that term. Dual decor. There we are. This red, the one thing I will say about this particular red, and it's kind of, for lack of a better term, it's kind of snotty. Like I don't know, it's stringy. So I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just that particular bottle. Sometimes they do that. See, the green needs more, but I feel like the gold has pretty good coverage, but definitely a little bit more on the green. And then I'll do another coat on the gold. That way it has all 2 coats. There we are. Oh, Shauna made a joy sign with 3 little frames. Yeah, that sounds cute. I did a framed one the other day. It's back here. This one I did on Monday. It actually turned out. I did the gold. I don't know if you remember, I was having trouble. I was having trouble with the stencil on that one. So I don't think I'm going to do stencils anymore. I'm a hand painter. So maybe I'll use the stencil as a guide, but I'm anti-stencil. Sorry for those of you who love your stencils. Though somebody was mentioning to try the chalk couture ones with the little squeegee and the silk screen. And I really do want to try that because I loved silk screening in high school in my art class. It was just the coolest thing. Of course, we designed our own silk screens. I did a cat. Everything I did a cat. Spread the joy. Oh, yes, Denise. Yay, thank you. We need joy. We need joy and peace and goodness, And the only person able to spread it is us, right? So I think if we all do our part, bring more joy into this world, we'll have more peace in this world. There. I knew I was going to overpaint that. All right, we're going to attempt the buffalo plaid again. So if anybody watched my first time attempting this, it was a little bit crazy. But I think I have it worked out now. So, I don't know, I just thought it would look kind of cool with the plaid design on here in the middle one. It's going to be my spacer. Yeah, this paint is, I should give it some time between layers So this may be a little bit touchy today, but we're just gonna go with it. Sometimes things cooperate, and other times they just don't want to cooperate. There, that one was okay. I still wanted to pick up some of that paint off of there, but we'll just have to go with what I got here. There we go. Ugh, so annoying. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it too much here because we're going to go over it. Yeah, it's just not drying on there. I've not had luck with paint today. I don't know, maybe it's this red paint. It gave me problems on Monday too. Could be that, could be the issue. Maybe it's just too snotty. It doesn't want to dry. All right, so I'm going to mix. I've got some red here. I'm going to take a little bit of black, not very much, because black goes a long way. Let's set that over there, and let me do just a little bit more red because I didn't put very much on there. You guys see how stringy that is? That's what I mean. It's like kind of, I keep shaking it, but I think it's just, maybe it's just a bad batch. I don't know. Usually folk art works pretty good for me. And let me get one of my little stir sticks. So I'm just going to take a touch of this black, just kind of on the end here, and stir this up. We're going to make a darker shade of the red. I want it to be darker. Let me take a little bit more black because I want it to be distinguished enough. You know what I'd like to try, and I'm not going to do this live, I'm going to try it first. I'd love to do like a green plaid, you know, like a green and red plaid with a little bit of gold. Has anyone ever done that before? Green and red with a little bit of gold? Just curious if anybody has ever tried that one before. Okay, just a little bit darker. I think that should be enough paint because this star isn't very big and the paint does go a long way. So let's just take some of this and we're going to paint this in. So it's going to be slightly darker than the layer underneath. I may have to touch up my other color because this paint is being wonky on me again today. So the tape, see, the tape is wanting to pull off some of the paint that I already had on there. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'll have to touch that up. It's just gonna be one of those days again. So let me I'm gonna move this aside and let's work a little bit on the green. And what I thought I would do for this is I thought it would be kind of fun if we did like a little pine tree kind of look, like pine branches, just to give it that texture. So I've got the dark green already that I used on the background. I'm going to use some of this light green. This is Master's Touch. And I'm going to take a round brush here and do a little bit of both. Let me see. Do I want to do a thicker? No, I think this round brush will be all right. So I'm taking the green and the red, green and the red, light green and dark green. No red in this brush. And I was just going to create little swoops here to just kind of make it look like pine. So just to give it kind of a piney texture. You know what it looks? It almost looks like fur, like Grinch fur. Could be Grinch fur. That would be fun too. Make it Grinchy. Just all the fun little textures. All right, I'm going to leave that like that. I am going to take, so I still have some of the dark green. I'm going to take a little bit of the black and I want to tone this down just a little bit to get just a deeper green. I'm just going to mix all the green in there together. We'll get a different shade here of green, something a little darker. I think that looks good. What I want to do is try my fan brush. And I did buy a new fan brush that was little, but I'll use this one. So this is a fan brush. It's kind of my nemesis. Hey, Jane. Thanks for popping on. So we'll see how it goes. So the trick with a fan brush is you get all on your little edge here. You want to make sure there's enough paint on there. You want it to be thick, kind of thick. And then you just kind of sweep it along and you can get a really fun texture. It's kind of, let me, the glare on my, there, okay. You guys can see that a little bit better. Let me zoom in. Can you see that texture? So this is a fan brush. Just kind of fun. I thought we'd try something a little different today. New tool. Does anybody else use a fan brush for different things? It's really good for fur, grass, those types of things. But I'm doing it to make it look kind of pine needly. And I don't know, I just think this is a fun texture anyway. So what do you think? Does it look piney? It's shiny. It's hard to tell if it's piney because it's shiny. Getting silly with my rhymes. All right, so I'm gonna let that soak. And then let's go back. I think my buffalo plaid star is almost ready here. Oop, I got a little drip of water on it from my thing there. Let me see. I'm just gonna run the blow dryer really quick for a second just to make sure it's dry. So for the next part here, I'm gonna bring this across here. See, that's gonna be lighter. I would like that to be black. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna bring this across and then space these. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some more of the red, so I have this darker tone. I'm gonna take more of the red and kind of mix it with what I have left over. More of the snotty red, so goopy. So we're gonna mix that up. And then, where's my brush? I need more. My paper towel is getting saturated here. Should have grabbed 2 pieces. Well, at least I'm not being wasteful. And let's pull this across here. Next, I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to use the lines that are already there. You can still kind of see them. I don't know if you can see them real well, but I can see them. And we're going to bring this up here and one over here. Shauna, you've tried. Yes, I think we had this discussion before, Shauna. So I was definitely unsuccessful the first time I tried too. This is buffalo plaid is not for the faint of heart, right? Well, let me make sure. Yeah, real gentle so I'm not pulling paint. It's still going to want to pull paint because this paint, it needs to cure. There's no way around it. So definitely let yours cure between layers. You'll just have better, more satisfying results. And you won't get frustrated with it. So this goes here. And I need a little tiny piece over here. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take straight up black paint. hopefully my paint cooperates and it doesn't pull a bunch off. I'm going to try to be very gentle here. Sometimes the tape can be too sticky. Usually it's usually better to pull it off while the paint is wet than when it's dry. I did this the other day on a different project, on that little tree project I did, and I was doing polka dots and I was like, I don't like the polka dots. What I did was I just took and I made dots. Kind of all over. And then what you do is you take a dry brush. So I'm just going to use, let me see here. I was like, should I use silver coat? And you just kind of pull straight down and you get kind of like, almost like streaming gold, like, I guess maybe like a waterfall. Or you know how sometimes, I don't know, I remember at our local mall, they always had like decorations where the gold was like streaming down and it was like fancy, the gold lights, string lights. And I'm just going to pull it down like that to just get these little streaks of gold going down. I did that the other day and I don't know, I liked the effect. We can go sideways like this if you want to add a little bit more lining there. I think that looks pretty cool. In my humble opinion, I just like that look. For the final steps of this project, I painted round ornaments using my round brush and some red paint, the little gold on the top, and then I put gold paint on the end of my paintbrush to add the gold dots. A little bit more red, and then I also added some glitter glue once it was dry and some white to add a shiny spot. And finally, on my buffalo plaid, I took my gold glitter glue and using the Easy Squeeze nozzle here, I just created some gold lines on the buffalo plaid to give it a little extra pizzazz. I think this might be one of my favorites this holiday season. I love how it turned out, and I hope you love it too. This is Rose from the Painted Toad reminding you to be creative, be artistic, and get connected at the Painted Toad. Thanks for watching.